practice a version of corpse pose called dead man pose. So make a loop in your strap and step your feet through the loop, and then tighten up the strap so that your knees are strapped together fairly snugly. And then start to lay down on your back and set up the flesh of your buttocks so that it's pulling away from the lower back, so the buttocks is releasing towards the feet side. And now make your feet quite wide, so the feet are as wide as your sticky mat, and point your toes in slightly so you're a little bit pigeon-toed. And then slide your shoulder blades down your back and take a nice deep breath in to lengthen your spine and let your arms and hands relax. And just let the femur bones relax here. So the femurs are relaxing into the hip sockets. Smooth, steady breath here. And now start to draw your knees in towards your chest so that you can reach for the strap. Loosen it up a little bit and then take the strap off your legs. And roll on to your side and come on up. Now we'll practice a restorative prone twist using a bolster. So sit with Bharavajrasana legs as you see here, and have the bolster coming right up against the outer right hip. And then twist your body so that the front of your trunk faces the bolster, and lay your body out nice and long, laying out over the bolster. And you can turn your head to the left or the right. So turning the head in the opposite direction of the knees is going to be a little bit of a stronger twist. So you decide. And let the forearms and elbows relax down. The elbows can be at around shoulder height here. And relax into the support of the bolster. And let the left side ribs, especially those back ribs on the left side, become heavy and drop down towards the bolster. Relaxing the limbs and the trunk here. And stay very present. Just observing. And use your hands on the sticky mat to help you come on up. And then turn your back to the bolster so you can flip your knees over to the other side. So now you'll bring the bolster up against the outer left hip, and staying upright, twist so that the front of your trunk faces the bolster, and then lay on out over the bolster so that your trunk is well supported. And rest your forearms and hands down to the sides of the bolster, and choose the position for the head. And let those back right ribs be heavy and grounded here, relaxing into the support of the bolster. As you breathe, feel the dimension of your trunk, the length, the width, the depth of the trunk. And let yourself have a passivity here, so receptive. Smooth breathing. And use your hands to help you come on up to sit. Now we'll do another version of supported fish, this time with a bolster and 2 blankets. So please set up as you see here. The bolster is horizontal, and then you have 2 folded blankets, and that will be for your head support. So lay back over the bolster so the bolster is supporting your rib cage. It's not under the lumbar spine. Rather, it's under the thoracic spine. And then pull the flesh of the buttocks away from the lower back. And the shoulders will relax into the gap between the bolster and the folded blankets, and the head will rest on the folded blankets. And start to extend and relax the legs. Let the arms relax right out to the sides. Let the abdomen settle. Let the shoulders relax here. See if the shoulders can really let go because of all of this support that's here. Let the head and neck relax because they're supported by the blankets. Let the upper torso relax as it's supported by the bolster. Let gravity have an effect on the shoulders, releasing and relaxing. Slow down your exhalations here. Stay very present in this moment inside yourself. Observing whatever arises. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And then start to come out of the pose by curling onto your right side. And now bring your sticky mat to the wall, and we'll practice legs up the wall pose. And have a blanket also nearby. You'll use the blanket for some padding for your head when the time comes. And sit down near the wall so that one side of you is very close, snug up to the wall. And then once your butt hits down to the floor, then you can swing the legs up and swing your trunk to lay out on your back. So the legs are up the wall here. The backs of the legs are quite close to the wall. If this challenges your hamstrings, then you can move your butt back further away from the wall, and that will make it easier for you. And then bring the blanket into place so that the blanket is underneath your head. And adjust your shoulders and arms so that your chest feels open, so that your spine feels long. And relax and release here. And let the weight of the legs drop into the hip sockets. Let the heels rely on the wall. And stay very present here. Be in this moment in your body. Be in this moment in yourself. Inhaling and exhaling. and roll to your side. Pass through your side to come out of the pose, coming on up to sit. Now we'll practice Shavasana. So we'll have a bolster to support you underneath the knees and thighs, and have a spread out blanket on the head side as you see here. So lay down and adjust the flesh of the buttocks so that it's moving away from the lower back, and then start to roll up your blanket so that we'll have this nice roll of support underneath the neck. So find just the right amount of blanket roll for underneath your neck, and then slide your shoulder blades down your back and release the arms so the palms are face up. And once you feel fairly organized here, then really relax and release. And then bend your knees one at a time and roll to your side. Pass through your side to come out of the pose, coming on up to sit.